Hi everybody, thanks for stopping by. Today I just wanted to do a quick speed paint video. I know it's really different from what I'm usually doing on this channel, but the last video I did was a little different too, but different's not always bad. So let's just, spice things up a bit. So initially I wanted to talk about art on here because recently I've been super frustrated with just my progress and the amount of time I've had to just practice art and learn the fundamentals and stuff has just been really little because I'm graduating. Yay! Yeah, so things have been really crazy, just coming down to the wire. I am graduating next week, which is super exciting, and just getting everything settled has been totally insane. So yeah, I actually completed my last assignment today, and so I've decided that I wanted to do a voiceover over this speed paint, and I actually did the speed paint, well, I guess I made this drawing I don't know, maybe a couple weeks ago, and when I was making it, I was super irritated. I was like, oh my god, this is not coming out the way I want it to at all. It looks really crusty. I was just really dragging myself down about it, and after it was done, I was like, I can't post this. I can't do anything with this. I hate it so much. It's so ugly. But then as I was sitting there, today I was looking at it and I was just like, okay, let me touch it up a little bit. Maybe I'll hate it a little bit less if I just kind of add a little, some little finishing touches to it. And so I'll show that at the end, the finishing touches that I did today. Yeah, I don't know, so I have a bunch of ideas. I just have two major projects that I've been working on for a while now, and they've just been really hard for me to, I guess, conceptualize and visualize because I always wanted to do my world building and my character design and my visual development. I wanted to do all of it. I was like, oh my god, if I can learn how to draw, I can, bring these projects to life. And I think that's part of why I was so frustrated with my progress, because it's hello, when are we going to be able to work on the projects? Because, it's it's not looking so great so far. But as I was sitting there looking at the speed paint video that I made and just sitting there looking at it and thinking about how much I hated it, I was looking at it and I was like, it's not actually that bad, and maybe I shouldn't really be putting it down like that to begin with, because every time you practice, it's good. Every time you work on something, you learn something, so it's good. It's all good. Everything's good. Yeah, I don't know. At some point, well, the reference that I used for this image, it was a girl sitting in a chair and she was lounging, and it was a really cool pose, and I was like, oh my god, I have to do this. But about halfway through, I don't know if we're at that point yet, but about halfway through making it, I just could not figure out what was going on with her legs, because the chair, the way I'd set up the chair in my sketch, it was just not conducive to comfortable relaxation. So she was looking really awkward, and I couldn't figure out how to fix it because my anatomy skills are not that great, as you can probably tell by how funky the hand is looking. Or maybe how the whole pose is looking, I don't know. But yeah, so I just had to switch the whole thing up, and I was like, you know what? It's May. And not only it's May, but it's mermaid. So let's just scrap the legs all together and make her a mermaid. Oh my god, why am I singing? Okay, so it was so off key too, please. Oh my god. Anyway, so I've been trying to build up this channel, and I just didn't have that much time to work on it before, but I'm really excited about the channel. At first if you look at like the first video I ever made, like I don't even think I used animation software for that one. I think I just drew every picture in Photoshop and then imported each image into Premiere to make it. And oh my God, like I hated doing that. Like I know some big like animation storytime YouTubers make their videos like that, and I just really did not like it. And I got like really impatient about halfway through, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. And so for the next video, I actually used an animation software. I used Animate CC, and when I used that one, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't understand the software at all, and so it turned out a little bit crusty. But at the time I was like, oh my gosh, like I did that, like the people are moving, things are happening, and I was so excited. But then I think I really had a breakthrough with this one video. It's called Attack of the Technobiter. I only have maybe like 6 videos up right now, so like if you want to go and look at it, I'll put like a card after you're done with this, of course, because I've lots more insightful rambling to do. But if you look at that video, it's called Attack of the Technobiter. Like I just felt like my production quality went up astronomically. I was so proud of that. Like I was proud of the script. I was proud of the like way the visuals turned out. I actually got my brother to do voice acting in it a little bit since the video was about him. And I just overall like really liked that video. And when I look back on the first video and then that one, just the difference, like the progress, like in the moment, like when you're sitting down and you're looking at your art, you're like, oh my God, like I am not progressing at all. Nothing is happening. I'm at a standstill. My art is stagnant. It is stagnant water and it is crusty. I don't like it. What was I even talking about? Oh yeah. So when you're sitting there and you're like, my art is like stagnant and I'm not progressing the way I want to, like sometimes you just have to like look back at where you started and realize that, yeah, I'm moving. Like even if I'm not moving as fast as I want to, I'm still moving, and movement is good. Yeah, so that was something that was really, really great for me to realize at that time. And I think that's part of the reason why I even decided to go ahead and make this, because I was like, you know what, even though I don't love the piece, I still did it, and I think it's still worth like talking about, because honestly, like now that I'm looking back at it, I'm like, I don't even know why I was being so hard. It's not that bad, you know. I mean, if I look at this and then I look at my first video, like there's definitely some progress there. I can definitely see it. Yeah, so I'm hoping that moving forward, I can just, I don't know, I still like doing animated story times. Like I still have a lot of stories I want to tell, but I don't know. I just don't know if that's the best thing for the channel moving forward. But yeah, like yeah. I just hope that, you know, I don't know. I just hope that my videos can like make people smile and happy and just maybe are relatable in some way, shape, or form. or even like funny. I don't know if I'm funny. I don't think I'm like that funny, but if you think I'm funny, then that makes me happy. Yeah. What else is there? I mean, the speed paint is not done. We are not done yet. So let's talk about like art followings. Like, oh my gosh, like I was on these webinars. With Netflix. Like last year, right when the pandemic hit, all these studios were doing these webinars over Zoom. Like I went to one for Netflix, I went to one for Nickelodeon, I went to one for Cartoon Network. And one thing that they were all talking about was having like social medias about your art. And I didn't realize that social media was that important at the time. I mean, I don't even think that I posted on social media at that time, because I don't know, it just seemed like a lot of work. And now that I'm on social media, yeah, it's definitely a lot of work. Except, one social media platform that has taken over my life is TikTok. Oh my God. Like TikTok is so fun. Like it really appeals to like my goldfish brain. The other day I saw a TikTok. This is relevant, I promise. I saw this TikTok where this artist was showing this painting, and I'm like, oh my God, it was so beautiful. Like they show this drawing of a character, and there's like this beautiful glistening background, and the lighting and the shading was beautiful, and the pose was so dynamic. And I was like, oh my God. Like I found myself thinking, oh my God, like I wish I could draw like that. And then the artist goes, every time someone sees my art, they go, oh my God, you're so lucky you can draw like that. And then they get mad and they go, you want to see my work? They go, you want to see my luck? Then they pull out like at least 24 full sketchbooks and like a whole stack of like loose papers covered in drawings. And I was like, oh my God, like I like had to catch myself, because I was like, oh my God, like I was literally thinking the same thing. Like I wish I could do that, but I don't think that I've put in quite that much time into drawing. Like as much as I hate to admit it, like I really want to learn how to draw and I'm willing to put in that effort, but I don't think I've put in quite as much as that person has, like not nearly as much. So the reason why they're a lot better, like they're a lot farther in their art journey, I shouldn't say better, but they're more at the level I want to be at rather than the level that I am at. The reason why they're there is because they practice a lot, like they put a lot of effort into it. And I just know that, if I continue to practice, then I'll get better. Anyway, back to the seminars. So, and social media, like when they told us that, if you, one major thing about getting recruited at studios and stuff like that is having social media, I like lost my mind, because I'm like, okay, I don't post on Instagram. I don't even have a Twitter. I don't know what I'm doing. I just like completely flipped. And so I went on Instagram right away, made an art account. You can follow it. I'll put the link in the description, and you can see like the first art post I put on there. And I think that was like the first digital art that I had made besides the things for this channel. And yeah, like besides what I'd made for the channel, these were like the first paintings, digital art that I'd ever made. And I was really scared to post it. Like I was really scared to put my art out there, because I knew that there were so many people on these platforms already that were such amazing artists. And sometimes you can't help but compare yourself, because you're like, okay, well, why would people, you're thinking to yourself, you're like, why would people follow me when they could follow these other people? And everybody's art has different appeals. And so I guess we just all have to find the appeals in our art. And I'm like working towards that now, especially since, I have these projects that I'm working on. They're super exciting, super top secret classified, except not really, because I have a little bit of information about them like on my website. But yeah, so yeah, we're getting close to the end now. It is looking kind of spicy, not gonna lie, very mermaid-esque. She's definitely got a tail. But yeah, I don't know. I guess, since we're getting towards the end, main takeaways from this video. 1, social media is important. Even if you hate social media, like maybe just take a chance on putting your art out there, because you never know who you'll meet. You never know, what kind of encouragement or support you'll gain. Yeah. And then what's another takeaway? Think. Don't beat yourself up about your art, because, you're getting there. Even if you're not exactly where you want to be, you're getting there. And I have to tell myself that too. I'm telling myself that right now as I look at this drawing. And I guess the other takeaway is that, I want this channel to be like, I just want it to be somewhere where people can go and find solace. Like, I don't know. I just wanted people to have a good time here. Make people smile, that's the goal. But yeah, anyway, thank you for listening to my incessant rambling. If you've gotten to this point in the video, just thank you. Thank you so much. I know that I've been talking a lot. So yeah, if you want to just like reach out to me, that's like totally cool. You can just DM me on Instagram or Twitter. I'll put those in the description. And then if you have like suggestions about like what I should do with the channel, I'm thinking about, you know, continuing going the animated story time route and maybe doing more speed paints, and I don't know. Yeah, but if you have suggestions, I'll take those too. I love suggestions. Suggestions are great. And then subscribe so that we can go on this amazing journey together. Yeah, so anyway, thank you so much for watching. This is the completed image, and as you can see, I like added a little bit more to it. And then after I post this video, I'm gonna put this image up on the Instagram account and maybe on Twitter too. So yeah, if you wanna see more, follow me on those platforms, subscribe to the channel, and we'll have a great time together. All right, see you on the flip side.